Okay, for my week, this was an open prompt, and I chose to do the same prompt as one of my classmates from 1994 because it really applied to my book specifically. The one where some characters aren't present at all in the book, or they just appear briefly, but they still have a significant impact on the plot and they drive the characters. So for my book, As I Lay Dying, definitely Addie is the one that has such a significant presence. She's only alive for about maybe the first 5 chapters of the book, and that's it. And the chapters are basically like 3 to 4 pages long at most. So she's only alive for probably 20 to 25 actual pages of the book. Yet she is still the huge driving force behind everything that goes on in the book. She isn't present, but she is still causing all of these events to take place. She is still causing her last wishes before she died, or what is causing the entire family to want to drive to Jefferson and to go through all of these crazy, not crazy things that they have to go through to try to get her there. All these crazy obstacles they're all doing because of her driving them the force. And if she would have, I think if she would have been present in the book, it would have taken a lot different direction, and I don't think that a lot of the things would have happened if she would have been in the book, because she would have been alive and she would have had a say-so in it. Now, she doesn't have so much of a say-so because she's dead now, but in a way she does, because the family wants to honor her, and by honoring her, they're still letting her control them in a way. She's just sort of like a silent controller because they are still trying to honor her presence, and so that's why they're carrying out all of these actions. And if Addie would be present in the book instead of dying, obviously the whole concept of the book would be completely different because it's called As I Lay Dying. And it's the events leading up to Addie's death and after Addie's death, and there wouldn't be a book without it if her presence would have been more well known. Now, the fact that she's this hidden driving force is what helps the entire plot tie together and what makes the characters accomplish all of their goals in the end. So with this driving force, it definitely makes the book more interesting because the characters are doing this because of her, even though she's no longer alive. You know, they could do these things in a different way. They could have just buried her in their hometown, but they want to do it where she wanted to be buried because she is still the driving force, even though she's no longer alive. So, if the author would have chosen to keep her alive longer, it definitely could have altered how well the book turned out in the end.